Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the H2 United career mode. Today we are getting straight into the games. We are in September 2nd. Our first game of the month is in the leasing.com trophy against Oldham Athletic. As for the squad, last episode, if you didn't see it, we sold Akani Rishi and we sold Benjamin Okoye. And I do think that more players that I had started this career mode with are on the way out. The likes of Bizos, Jansen, Bonifazi, and Dama. Maybe some of them leave. Who knows at this point? But the youth academy is going great. We have a couple players who have broken the 70 rated mark, including Brendan Morris, Egby, and then Afaya. But we are going to go into the leasing.com trophy. We're already out of the EFL Cup. So I'm hoping that we can at least win here to move on in this competition. And we do with goals from Morris, Lewis, and Bizzo. So Lewis doesn't get a lot of goals, but I think that's his second maybe of the season. And Morris is on actually a very, very good goal scoring little streak. He had 2 in one game a couple games ago, and then had 1 in the EFL Cup against Wigan or something? Against Brentford. And for the 7th fixture in EFL League One, we will be facing Bristol Rovers. Right now we're in 2nd place. Wigan Athletic have won each of their 6 games, so we're doing actually quite well. As for the top goal scorers, it's Cannon for Portsmouth and Bizos up top, each with 5. So let's see if we can get another one today. Bizos is out on international duty right now with Greece. So McDonald stepped up to the center mid, Rogerson in the CDM, and then we switched around the defense. But Akpan scores and Jansen scores twice to give us the win against Bristol. A very, very good win. And we'll face top 5 QPR in the next match. Once again, I mean, it's picking up from where we left off in August. Just game after game, it's like only 2 days break. We're actually just going to go in with the same lineup. I think Bizos is probably still on international duty. And we win 3-0 again. Akpan with a brace there. Egby gets a goal as well. Akpan now has 3 goals in 2 matches, I think. Our next game is against Blackpool, and we have moved into 1st place ahead on goal difference against Wigan. I don't know how Blackpool is doing. I think they are a pretty decent team. We drew against them last season in one of the cup competitions. I think we ended up winning the second leg replay of that. We're going in away from home. They've won, drawn, and lost in their past 3 matches. But Morris with another brace, Akpan with another goal. Akpan right now is on a mission maybe to be the top goal scorer in the league. 4 goals in his past 3 matches. Morris gets some more goals, so finally it looks like we have a solid striker here at the club. Wigan won again, so the top 3 or so are very, very close in proximity as for points, but we are really, really starting to roll here, and we finally get a decent little break as well before, of course, the Wigan Athletic game. So undoubtedly one of the biggest games of the season. This could shoot us 3 points ahead of Wigan. If Sunderland still win, of course, we would only be 1 point ahead. But this could be a very, very big match at home. September 19th, they've won 1 and drawn. I'm feeling confident. We've got a great squad. Can Akpan make another goal? He can't. We lose. That is actually very, very surprising. I did not think we would have lost. Naismith and Massey with the goals. Bizzo scored in the 90th, so we could have lost 2-0. That could have been an absolutely horrible result. 2-1. So no invincible season for us. We're now into 3rd. And maybe League One is tougher than we first expected. So we are next up against Colchester, one of the teams that came up with us from EFL League 2. Don't know how they've been doing. They have a win, a draw, and a loss. And it is going to be another loss for them as Bizos, Bonifazi, and Egby score. Unfortunately, though, it looks like Rogerson might be injured. He got injured in the 58th minute, came out in the 62nd. I'm just hoping that it's not too bad because we don't have too much depth now that we've sold players like Ben Okoye. And of course, It's a broken tibia and it's out for 4 months for Victor Rogerson. That is definitely going to be a lot of minutes for our boy Akpan now at right back. Thomas definitely will start to get some minutes as well. Even though Afaya is our best youth prospect right now, as of rating, Thomas I think will definitely get some rotational minutes. And we'll go into the home game against Swindon here, the 3rd of October. It doesn't look like they've been doing too good. They were the playoff winners, and we win massively, 5-0. Davis gets 2 goals from the center back, Bizos with 1 from the central midfield. Morris scores again, and Lewis scores again. I'm extremely happy with how Morris and Lewis are starting to actually contribute to these results and starting to get their goals. Very, very happy for the youngsters. And we quickly will go into round 2 of the leasing.com trophy against Northampton. One of the sides, of course, that we played a lot last season in EFL League 2. Should be a pretty easy win. Once again, back-to-back 5-0 victories. Davis scores again. Thomas with his first goal for the club. Bonifazi gets it. And once again, Morris and Lewis, keep an eye on these two. They are performing absolutely wonderful recently. They've each got 2 goals in 2 games. So I'm very, very excited to see where they go. And we're going to go straight into the Fleetwood Town game. Bizos is back out to Greece, so we're going to have to switch around this lineup a bit, which is going to maybe cause some trouble. Yeah, so we didn't have Rogerson, so we're putting Thomas in the center back because he is 6'3", Egby as well. So we have 2 not conventional center backs, but 2 players that can play center back, and then Akpan and Afaya. So still a very big Nigerian contingent in our back line, and they've just been absolutely wonderful ever since I put them in the squad. They really have not let me down. We go in against Fleetwood, and we win 3-0, and there it is. Egby with 2, Morris with his 3rd goal in 3 matches. I am so happy that he's finally turning it on. And as you can see, he should be at least on the boards. Yeah, he is. 6 goals in 12 matches. He's tied with Janssen at this point. And then we also have Akpan with 5 goals in 8 matches from the right back position. What a sight to see for the young right back. We have made some distance between us and Sunderland of a 5-point margin, but we do need to keep on chugging along with Wigan Athletic, because I think that game against them that we lost was actually maybe a deciding factor. Because Wigan right now, it just doesn't look like they'll be stopped. We go in against Doncaster. They haven't been in very good form recently, but they're still in 5th place or something, and 6-0. That might be the biggest margin we've won by this whole career mode. Lewis gets his first brace, I believe, of his career. Morris, unfortunately, cannot keep going with his scoring streak, but Janssen, Bonifazi, and Bizos, as well as Egby, who he's getting a lot of goals as well. The defense is actually coming through with a lot of goals, but we, in our past couple of matches, have had some amazing margins of victory. I think we've had a couple of 5-0 wins, and of course that 6-0 win. And that was against a 5th place side, or a 6th place side. We now go in against Wickham, another 6th place side. I think we can still do very, very well against them. All we need is Wigan to slip up a bit, and I think we're going to take our chance and hopefully get into 1st. But there's a 3-0 win. Morris gets back on the scoring boards. Janssen and Egby again from center back. I don't know what it is with him. Maybe it's off the corners, but he is scoring quite a lot. Him, Akpan, and even Davis had a brace as well. They are all scoring with what seems is just absolute ease. Our next game is against Accrington Stanley for the 16th fixture of the league. And once again, we've got one mission on our hands right now, and that is to keep up with Wigan Athletic, and hopefully they will falter, they will lose. And there it is, Lewis and Bizos with the goals. Lewis is having a great season. I think he's only 17 or so. But Wigan just keep on winning. Nothing really is happening like below us. I think there was a bit of movement between Sunderland and Portsmouth, but that doesn't really matter for us right now. Thomas unfortunately got injured for 2 weeks in that game, and even though we have just so many defenders from the youth academy, we're still running quite short. But this back line has just been doing absolutely amazing. right now. The midfield is great. Every part of this team is great, except for the fact that I do feel like it's a bit unrealistic that a team in League One would have 78, 77, 75, and 77 rated players. Even, 71 rated 17-year-old striker is a bit of a stretch. I feel like it would be more realistic if a bigger club bought him, considering how good he's doing. So for the last game of the month and for the episode, we will be going away to Burton. Unfortunately, our left back, 17-year-old left back, Thomas, is out for 2 weeks. He was kind of a bent, I switched him around with Akpan. They were kind of rotation players, but even with all the youth prospects that come from the defense that we've got, we are still running quite low. But we win 2-0 there. Bizos in the 27th and the 75th with the 2 goals, and he is searching for that scoring title, that golden boot, as he was last season. Just so consistent from the midfield as well. But that is going to be all for this episode. It might be a bit of a short one. I did go quite quick through the games. There wasn't that many things to do. But we'll go into November and December in next episode. And they've actually offered me a role at some Spanish team, I think. But yeah, that's going to be all for me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Some very good things about today. We finally are getting some great output from Morris and Lewis at the left wing and striker. And overall, the defense is doing great. Akpan's getting goals, Egby's getting goals. I'm just extremely happy with how this team's doing. So thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys later.